What up, what up? Michael here from American Offshore. So in the last video, we talked about what we're gonna do to this 1993 Scout 172 Sportfish. So if you missed that video, go back, check it out, a little bit more info. But today is demo day, teardown. So we're gonna jump in here, we're gonna rip everything out. Everything that I can, we're gonna take out. I anticipate it's gonna take a little bit of time. I don't think I'll get done in one day, but we'll see. I'll try to get it done this afternoon, but if not, we'll break it down in a couple days. I don't want to rush anything, so it's going to just be a nice, smooth process, nothing too fast. So, yeah, so everything's coming out. That's the goal. So, let's get started. All right, so the console is just about torn apart. Just got to get the steering wheel off and the binocle, throttle, whatever you want to call it. But I wanted to show y'all this fine engineering piece right here. Check it out. God, that's sweet, huh? Does that even work? Oh, how about that? The tilt still works. How about that? Kind of cool. And then to top it off, check that out. Got some solid marine grade 2x4s, keeping that steering wheel in place. What up? What? How about that? Thought that was some high-tech engineering. Might deserve its own YouTube video series. I don't know. It's 2 hours in, and got the console completely disconnected. Everything removed from the console. Oh, there's one screw. Dang it! There's always one. Missed one screw. I'll get that. The screw is actually bent. But so the console comes up very easily. It's not too heavy, so I got to figure out how to probably use the roof as like a hoisting platform. I mean, it's not heavy at all. It's 1/4 inch thick, fiberglass, so it's not heavy. Maybe like 100 pounds, 150 pounds. So yeah, you can see it's completely laid flat. And man, kudos to Scout. Once this console's off, just a couple quick screws to remove that little plate, if you will, to the fuel tank. And that's a piece of cake. So honestly, as far as demo, the hard part's over, I think. Removing the engine, I think, maybe a little challenging, but I don't think it's gonna be too difficult. I'll tell you what, that helm was a nightmare trying to remove. Absolute nightmare. Everything was corroded. It was super old. But it's all loose now, so gonna start fresh with the console. Here's all the crap we pulled out. There's some of the pieces of the helm, the other pieces up there, and then the rest is under there. So here's everything 100% going to the trash. I thought it was kind of funny. The stereo protective cover was still on, so stereo might actually work. I don't know. Don't really care to find out though. It's a Boss. It's cheap, so whatever. In this Amazon switch panel, y'all, don't get these. Don't get these. You will catch your boat on fire faster than you would like, and you don't want to catch your boat on fire at all. So, and so here's what we're keeping. I'm gonna hold on to the steering wheel. I don't know why. There's a chance that maybe I would reuse it. I don't know. The wheel itself is in good shape. The helm is trash. It was completely rusted. Couldn't steer at all, so that whole helm system's coming out. Binacle's in good shape. It's an old Mercury binacle, hard to find, so maybe somebody would want it. If they pay for shipping, they can have it. Pieces to the engine, Gonna keep those two in case somebody buys the engine. Want to make sure they have every little piece that they can. And then from here, just gonna rip the seat out, get the motor off, and just remove all these, remove all the hatches, all the hardware, the loose hardware. Need a new fuel port. I don't even know. Yeah, it can open, but it's probably no good. I'm sure the line leading up to the tank is trash, so it needs to be replaced. Luckily, it's a short run. From here to there, maybe 8 feet of hose, and then a vent. Piece of cake. So those are gonna be super, super easy. So I'm gonna stop now. Today is my birthday, so going to go have some dinner with the wife, hang out with the kids here for a minute before they go to their babysitter. And well, Brooke, if you see this, their aunt, not a babysitter. They're going to their aunt. So yeah, that's it. Not a difficult job at all. So we'll keep tackling the demo another day. All right, I'm gonna break this video up into a second part. So stay tuned for the rest of the demo video. All right, folks, we're back. About to get back on the demo. Console's removed. We're gonna jump into the rest of the boat, get everything off, all the hatches, pretty much anything that can be removed other than the motor is coming out. So that's the plan today. 4 days later from the first video we made of the demo. That was on my birthday. Today's Halloween, so here we go. What can possibly go wrong on Halloween? Ew. Oh yeah, this thing's shot. If you've never removed a rub rail, don't worry. It's actually pretty simple. I'll show you in just a second. All right, so there's the end. Pop these 2 screws out. This pops out. Then you see all the screws in there, just holding the cap down. So it's gonna take a minute. Demo is officially done. Major demo is officially done. I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. Overall, I'm very, very pleased with how everything turned out, how everything came off. I'm about, if I had to guess, 3.5, 4 hours into this, and everything was pretty good. Nothing crazy. I haven't noticed anything bad yet. So overall, pretty good. So let's flip around. Let's take a look at it. All right, so you can see here, got the rub rail off. I haven't done any inspecting yet to see how the cap is in relation to the hull, but initial inspection, everything looked pretty good. Rub rail came off pretty easily. Tons of screws holding these things on. I had no idea. Through hole fittings came out. Just a little advice: if you have above the waterline fittings, sure, whatever. If you want to go with 5200 and you're keeping the boat forever, go for it. But man, I'll tell you what, that was tough getting that plastic through hole fitting out of there. So stainless steel is going to go back in here, 3/16 stainless. And I mean, if it's above the water line, you don't need 5200, just a heads up. So hatches came off. Gonna do something creative with these. Not real sure yet. Still gonna probably do that see-through aquarium. Ended up keeping this on just because the old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Well, I mean, this thing's solid as a rock. The only thing that needs to change is I need to find something to take this off. Maybe I'll break this off and then dip this maybe polish it up and then dip it in like a non-skid coating. I think that'd be kind of neat. Took those off. Obviously, they were damaged before. If you remember the initial video. So put some stainless steel scuppers on there. Again with the 5200, that was a monster. I mean, you can see it even rip the gel coat clean off the fiberglass. Hatch. Everything's pretty solid. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with that area yet. I kind of like the idea of making it have a clear lid on the top to look down into the bilge without having to actually open it to do an inspection. So maybe something creative there where it's clear to look down in. Getting that seat off was an absolute nightmare. Let me show you something real quick. And if you want this seat, go ahead. I'll send it to you. But man, when the screws are installed here, you have no way of getting down in there. Luckily, I had a tool connected to the power drill where it just kind of went in, kind of like snaked its way in there. But taking the screws out, I mean, I stripped every single screw head. So that was not a good, not good engineering. Console being removed, you can see down into the gas tank. I did a quick inspection, didn't notice anything wrong with the tank, but you know, obviously if there's any major corrosion, it's probably on the bottom where water is kind of sitting over time. So 100% demo not complete. Demo is going to be complete when I get this tank out, but I didn't want to break into the fuel tank yet. Everything's good there. These hatches, I basically just took them off because I'm going to upgrade the hinges, inspect the gel coat, the fiberglass hatches themselves, and then just reinstall them. And then this guy here, again, you do not need 5200. Oh, can't even get it off. You do not need 5200. There we go. On anything above the water line. Oops. All you need on this really is just some RTV just to go around. Just some 3M silicone. That's all you need. Took these screws out, could not get this off to save my life. So I may just cut a larger access hatch to get into it and try to find one that's maybe a little bit more flush. This one's fine. Looks like a West Marine brand. I believe that's their logo. This one's fine, but if I can find something maybe a little bit more flush, then that'd be better. The hose, the fuel hose, I think it's in good shape, but it's such a short run that I'm just going to replace it. I mean, you know, what's the point in going through all this work? Come to find out you have a fuel leak. Just because you have a hose that leaks fuel that you can't see upon inspection. But, yeah, so replace this hose, all those hoses. Obviously, all the engine cable stuff, all that's coming out, but I wanted to leave it in place just so I can, when I do run new wires, new cables, you can just kind of tape it in place, pull it through the rigging tube, and super simple. And luckily, this is going to be, I mean, this is from here to here is maybe 4.5, 5 feet. So that's going to be super easy to wire. So now we're just getting down to I'm leaving these in right now just to, I don't know, placeholders really. They're not in the way for anything. So yeah, so demo is now officially done on the Scout 172 Sportfish. Pretty simple. All right, so the next video, what we're gonna do is just obviously clean it up really, really well, get a bunch of degreaser everywhere. Obviously, probably need to hit a lot of spots with some bleach, clean it up really good, do some final inspection, and then demo will be officially done. But as far as this video, not really necessary to do all that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of end this video here with the end of the demo, and the next video we'll get into where everything's removed and cleaned officially, everything's degreased and ready for sanding, all the filler spots on the gel coat, stuff like that we have to do for cosmetic type stuff. But everything else looks great. All the metal, the rub rail, everything, I'm just going to try to polish it as best I can. Luckily it's all through bolted, so it's on there incredibly well. I'd have to remove the cap to take all that stuff off, so I'm not going to bother with that. It's fine how it is. I'm just going to polish it up as best I can. So next video, we're going to you should see a clean boat, and then we'll start with all the sanding, bonding, prepping, stuff like that, and then yeah, and then get it ready for putting back together with new pieces. So super excited. Stay tuned. All right, I forgot again because I'm not good at these things. Hopefully we'll figure it out, but I'm new to this YouTube world, so trying to figure it out. So to see the next video, make sure you like, subscribe, and share with your friends as best you can. If you want to, let them see the progress that we're making on this boat, and who knows, maybe they have the same boat and they're looking for some inspiration. But anyway, we'll catch you soon.